I've been thinking a lot about my life and stuff lately, and realized that what was missing was YouTube. Times in my life where I've talked about my problems on YouTube, it's been really therapeutic. Had good support structures in place, and just over the years, I found like less and less people are commenting on my videos, and so it makes me wonder: is anybody still listening? Is anybody still interested in what I have to say? And what discouraged me from using YouTube is I was talking about different issues in my past, and my fiance, my ex fiance's mum, went on my YouTube videos and pretty much lost her shit, saying like, take these videos down and stuff because it looks bad on my daughter and stuff. And so I guess the reason I haven't been on YouTube as much is because I've been more careful on what to say on here because of that event. I just felt discouraged. But now I realize, like, now that my relationship with her has ended, the engagement didn't work out, I'm single again. Um, I can use YouTube again to vent my frustrations about the world and talk to someone when no one else is available to talk to. And if no one ever watches this video, it doesn't really matter because it's more about me being able to process what's going on in my life. And if you guys can comment on my videos, well, that's just a bonus, but I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm just doing this for me. So there you go. So whoever you are that I'm talking to, I'll just talk to the generic sense of whoever is listening. But I guess, you can probably see that my videos are becoming less frequent. That's because life, you know, goes up and down, and so my videos, my frequency of videos will go up and down as well. So right now I'm doing youth work, doing that casual, sort of part-time, as well as finishing my degree in counselling. I'm going into third year with my counselling degree, and I'm also working as a residential out-of-home care youth worker. So I work with kids that belong to the government. They don't have any parents, or the parents don't want to have anything to do with them. And so we a bunch of us workers, we take care of the kids on a rotating basis. So I might work overnight, I might work through the day, I might work on and off. So it's just like these kids need 24-hour supervision, and so it's wherever I'm needed. But the problem with that job is, like, I'm working weekends at the moment, and I just feel like I'm getting burnt out because I'm trying to develop a social life and create a social life for myself and maintain a social life. And it's hard when I'm working weekends to do that. And so I realized that, I really like this job, but at the same time, they got me working weekends, and I don't want to do weekends. So I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place. So right now, I'm freaking out, I guess, because I feel like, I want a social life. I want to be able to meet people. I mean, I'm 28, I'm single, live with my parents in the garage. Just came out of engagement back in March. And not being able to get married, and the engagement breaking off because of different issues, just made me realize, like, fuck, I'm just back. It just feels like my life is a constant snakes and ladders game. I feel like sometimes I go up the ladder, sometimes I go up down the snake. And I don't know if everyone's life is like that, but I'm just tired. I'm just mentally tired of the snakes and ladders game. Every time life feels like it's getting better, there's just another snake waiting for me around the corner. Take me back down the to the start. And It's just hard. And it doesn't help that I don't have any strong, friendships or social networks because I always move around. I'm always going through jobs. I'm always, doing different degrees or studying and traveling, and I just don't sit still in one spot to be able to develop solid friendships. And even the people that I've connected on here, like, we haven't stayed in touch. And even Facebook, I don't stay in touch with people because of Facebook. Like, instead of going out for coffee, you just Facebook someone now, you know? So it's just like, hmm, it's just like, sorry, I was checking messages. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I think I haven't recovered from the engagement breakup. Like, um, it hit me hard because I thought, we were gonna get married, and then, for her to call it off, um, I sort of blame myself for a lot of things that happened. Um, a lot of things to do with, um, struggling with porn, and um, the whole, just like, she just couldn't handle me having a porn addiction. Even though I was like working through it, she was paranoid about it, like constantly checking my email, constantly checking, you know, websites that I've been looking at or whatever. I just spent so much energy just like containing the problem. But it wasn't just the porn addiction. It was a lot of things like we're living together. We're paying rent, and I was like semi-unemployed, and she was anyway working 1 day a week, and just we weren't in a really good place in our own lives to be able to be in a stable relationship. We weren't stable ourselves, and so that's why it fell apart. Um, so right now, I'm slowly picking up the pieces. Um, remember how I said I was studying counselling back in '05, '06, '07, and then I went to Perth, and then I was working for Caltex for about 4 years. And then I did debt collection for a little while, and then I've done sales, I've done marketing. I'm just so bullshit. I'm so sick of these shit jobs. And so now I've gone back to counselling. I just finished my first semester of third year, if you like. I redid some of the subjects, first and second subjects. So anyway, pretty much I want to try it. So I've done 2.5 years of my degree, right, from '05 to '07. Now I want to go back and finish the other half, but they're saying I need to redo some of the subjects, so I have to redo some subjects. But the idea is I want to finish by 2014. So that's what I want to do. I'm on track to do that. I just got to get my 120 hours of work placement. I've got to get that by the end of 2014 December. So hopefully I can do that. I want to do youth and young adult counselling. Hopefully working with. Ideally, I'd like to work with addiction, because I've struggled with addiction and still struggling with addiction. But the way it's looking at the moment, I'm working with young people. I'm working with youth. So I'm working with. At the moment, I'm a youth worker, between 13 to 17-year-olds. A lot of these kids have been sexually abused, emotionally abused, physically abused. So they've all suffered some sort of childhood trauma. A lot of them are on drugs. A lot of them are having sex with older men. The females are, and young males are also. Um, and it's quite a depressing job because there's a lot of negative things. Like sometimes you go on a shift and the whole shift would just be like negative the whole time. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna talk a bit later. I'm just gonna have. I'm just gonna. I think half my problem is I don't have any friends. And the reason I don't have any friends is because I've always put work before friendships. But I'm sort of seeing this girl at the moment. I've been on a couple of dates with her. Things are going well. Still hard to connect with her because she's got a lot of baggage herself. But I feel like the fact that she's got baggage means that she can sort of understand my baggage a bit more. So I'm gonna call her now, and I'm just gonna talk to her, and I'll let you know how I go. But it was good talking to you guys. Sorry if I've been a bit scattered. I've just been doing night shifts lately, and my body clock's just fucked. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Please comment on my video. Let me know that you're listening, supporting me. Bye.